It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Moments away, it'll be the Indiana Pacers going up against the Charlotte Hornets at Time Warner Cable Arena. For the Hornets, they come in off the loss to the Wizards in Washington. They got caught flat-footed, lost a game they felt should have been theirs. Looking to turn the page here. And Andrew Wiggins from an athletic family. His father played in the NBA, his mother a world-class sprinter. You can see why they call the young Canadian Maple Jordan.
Oh, wow. That's a lofty praise for the young man. I've never heard that.
Jordan.
I never heard that, but he attacks the basket, well enough from the outside. He keeps the defenders off balance. He's developing faster than most expected, but he really has to work on his offensive game if he wants to be considered Maple Jordan.
You know, he has the ability to mapletize anyone in the league. He finishes hard at the rim. Maple Jordan, I like that.
Yeah, if it meets your approval, then we can run with it.
Pretty good.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
And a look at the lights of Charlotte, North Carolina, sparkling in the sky. Just stunning. Coming to you live on 2K Sports, it's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The Hornets hoping for a happy ending to close out their homestand before hitting the road. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers. They can only manage a single win in 4 tries against these guys last year.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. 2 teams in the bottom half of the conference as far as respect goes. They're both scratching and clawing to try to get a little more of that respect.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. We've got Kevin McHale, also Doherty out there, Gervin out there with Winslow, and it's Lee in at the 1.
I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
On defense, the Hornets, defeated by the Wizards in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And I don't care how much you grind it out defensively. When you shoot it that poorly, you're going to struggle to win games.
Well, it's not only going to be a struggle, it's going to be virtually impossible if you shoot as poorly as they did.
And that one's good. So it's the Hornets now. There's a screen. Russell kicks to Malone. Some solid defense from Doherty. Lee with the ball. 11 points for him in that last game against Orlando. Winslow wide open. He fires. Can't convert after the good screen. Outside, Russell. Dishes it to Bargnani. Uncovered. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here's Lee. McHale right side. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Pass to Wiggins. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Gervin. Pacers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Lee passes to Winslow. McHale against Malone. Lee kicks to Doherty. Sinks that one from the post.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Well, now let's go to Doris Burke, who spoke with Nate McMillan. Doris?
I asked him about the matchup problems created by a player like Andrea Bargnani, a 7-foot sharpshooter. He said he can give us problems, no doubt. It's tough to really bother that shot, and he can also put it on the deck and drive. We've got to just get into his body, try to make him a facilitator rather than a scorer. Kevin, we'll see if they're successful.
And thank you for that, Doris. Here's Lee, following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. And it's Gervin missing. Scott kicks to Russell. Malone outside. Bargnani a screen on McHale. Off the pick. And there's Bargnani on the assist by Malone.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Doherty the screen. Lee dishes to Gervin. Here's Winslow. Tries again. And McHale finishes inside.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Takes the 13-footer, and it comes off the front of the rim.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Here's Lee outside. The pass to Winslow. Back to Doherty. The second chance effort. He lays it in. Doherty's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Now, here is Russell. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Outside, Scott kicks it to Malone. Fades back. Can't get it to go. And Indiana will come the other way. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And they played with such tenacity on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, it takes a lot of pressure off of them when they go on offense.
And I think you've got to give all the guys credit. I mean, plenty of credit to go around. You can't just highlight or pick out one or two guys that stood out, because everybody did defensively.
Now, here is Russell, following the shot by Kevin McHale.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Now here's Lee. And that one hits back iron. Gervin against Russell. Feeds to Scott. The shot. Charlotte no good that time either. Indiana's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. McHale kicks to Winslow. Here's Doherty. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
It's his first trip to the line.
Brad Daugherty taking 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. The Hornets have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Outside, Russell. Wiggins up top. Left side, Scott. To the middle to stop the drought. Doherty with the rebound. Doherty's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
That's his first personal foul.
The Hornets shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Your Hornets shooting 2, Andrew Wiggins.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And some changes here for the Hornets. Tobias Harris comes in for Bargnani, and it's Clarkson in for Scott. The Pacers also changing it up. Biombo, he's checked in for Doherty, and it's Dang in for Winslow. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Lee kicks to Dang. Picked by Lee. Gervin up top. He's guarded by Russell. 5 on the clock. Top of the key. The shot is off. Charlotte shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Clarkson passes to Wiggins. Drills the baseline jumper. Wiggins has got 5 now.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
You know what? They just are in a funk right now offensively. A good time to maybe come up with a play to get them a good look.
Well, most coaches, usually have a go-to speech or tactic that they can use when they need it most. So we'll see if that's the case here. Last year in the NBA, where the Hornets ranked 9th in free throw percentage, 10th in rebounding, and they were in the upper half of the league in points in transition. This was a team that understood how to get out in transition and convert playing fast break basketball.
And you look at their free throw percentage, not to be overlooked. I mean, this was a team, I thought, that did a really good job of taking advantage of their opportunities.
Jusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for the Hornets. Richardson comes in for Russell. Lee outside. Pass to McHale. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
Pacers have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. And that one falls for McHale. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Hornets have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Harris dishes to Nurkic. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
And Indiana making a change here. Lopez is checked in. The Hornets shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
Offensive rebound. Biyombo kicks to Lopez. Outside Dang. Passes it to Biyombo. And a wide open look for Lee. Buries it from 3-point range. Lee's got the game tied up here for the Pacers.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Richardson kicks to Harris. He dishes it to Wiggins. Charlotte moving it around. Nurkic can't hit.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the board for them.
Yeah, +5, as you mentioned. That didn't take very long, did it?
Lopez sets a screen for Lee. Fades back. He can't get that one to fall.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Now, here's Clarkson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Nurkic with the steal. And it's Biyombo with the rebound. Indiana's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Gervin with it, picked up by Harris. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Lee passes to Biyombo, and it's Lopez penetrating, and once again off the mark by Indiana.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on it, they expect him to make it.
Here's Nurkic, and that one's good. Nurkic has got 5.
Really a good job recognizing the mismatch, just going up for the shot with that huge height advantage on that possession.
Gervin outside. He feeds it to Dang. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Harris. Charlotte in the lead. Lopez with the steal. And here we go. Lee heading to the hoop. And that one's good. He has 7.
You know what? He wasn't going to wait around for any help on that break.
Solo Soiree performance all the way. How about that for a little bit of a limerick?
I'm going to let it slide.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets dance team.
Check out the stats for Luol Deng. Some last season stats for him. Last year averaged 10 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you look at his skill set, and I think it's just a matter of time before he commands a bigger presence on this team.
Well, he has the tools. He just needs to sharpen them up. But to this point, it hasn't quite all come together for him.
And for the Hornets, they're shooting to start this game off about 41% from the floor. They set the pick. Wiggins against Dang. Richardson. And Lee pulls it down.
And you can see at this stage of his career, just still not comfortable as a finisher at the basket.
Richardson missing again. Indiana's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. And it's Lee penetrating. And no good. And a chance to take the lead.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Harris has got himself on the board with 3 there. Pacers trail by 3. A minute 42 left to play in the first quarter. Lopez a screen. Here's Gervin. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Clarkson kicks to Harris. Wiggins dishes to Richardson. There's the feed to Nurkic. On the wing, Harris. Shot clock at 5. And the foul called on Bismack Biyombo. That's foul number 2 for him.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Gervin against Richardson. He kicks to Nurkic. 5 on the clock. Lets it go from 14. It's rebounded by Indiana.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now here's Dang. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Richardson missing again. Indiana trailing here. Gervin outside. And he overshot that one, missing.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
And he gets it to go.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
That's a 2 from Dang. No good trying to beat the buzzer. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Hornets on top, up by 3. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets dance team.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we've been watching from the Hornets.
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Greg, no uncontested shots for the most part. That's why they've had success.
Pacers trail by 3 on the court for Indiana. We've got Gervin, Kevin McHale out there with Doherty. Then it's Winslow, and it's Lee in at the point guard position. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. McHale's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Indiana. And here's Russell. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Bargnani, and he gets it to go.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
Now here's Lee. There's a screen by McHale. Good on the shot. With that, the Charlotte lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Lee.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And the shot is good. 6 points for Tobias Harris.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
Now here's Gervin. He had 25 points in the win against Orlando.
Yeah, but he set up shop at the free throw line. I mean, he just could not be defended out on the floor.
He can't get that one to fall.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Pacers trail by 4. There's the dish to McHale, and stolen by Malone. Pass to Harris, knocked away. Stolen by Winslow. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. Scott against Lee. They set the pick. Dishes to McHale. 4 on the shot clock. The 10-footer. And the jumper is on the mark. McHale's got 8 points. Hornets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Bargnani a screen on Lee. Russell passes to Bargnani. The kick out to Scott. Sinks the triple. Scott's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Doherty dishes to Gervin. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Now, here is Russell. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Shot clock at 6, and stolen by Doherty. Lee against Scott. And it's Gervin missing. Charlotte leading by 3. Here's Malone. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Another thing they've been able to really get going so far tonight has been the 3-ball, the long-range shooting.
And both free throws good for Malone.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
There's a screen by McHale. Here's Winslow. Bangs home the trifecta. Winslow's got his first 3 points of the game.
They're having much more success here in the second. After missing on a few chances that they had earlier. They've locked in and zoned in here now.
Now, here is Russell. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Malone gets the bucket.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Here's Lee. He's got 10. Hornets leading by 4. Outside, Russell. Picked by Bargnani. Russell kicks to Harris. From outside, off the mark. Indiana's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And that one's good. Jokic.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
And it's Russell missing. The Pacers have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. The pass to Gervin. There's a screen by McHale. And Gervin kicks to McHale. Winslow, the pass to Lee. Just 5 to shoot. Hits the three-point bomb. Lee's got 13.
That's number 2 for him from long range in the quarter, his 3rd overall.
Now Russell. 8 points his last outing. Kicks it to Bargnani. It's stolen by McHale. Feeds it to Lee. Knocks it loose. A step-back shot here. Here's Jokic. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
And here's Lee after Tobias Harris getting his shot to go from deep. Here's Winslow. 20 points for him last game against Orlando.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways. That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Harris misses. Pacers have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. The drive by Lee. No good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Russell with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Picked by Bargnani. Here's Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 6 assists now in the game.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets dance team.
Let's take a look now. D'Angelo Russell's numbers. Good season for him last year. Put up about 10 points per game, 9 assists and 4 rebounds. And when he takes over at the point, he really keeps the offense flowing.
Well, his skill set is solid. He's a good ball handler. He makes good decisions in playmaking. He's really the ideal backup.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Nurkic checked in for Malone. Wiggins comes in for Bargnani. Richardson, he's checked in for Byron Scott. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Russell. Now here's Dang. 8 points his last outing. Now here's Wiggins. No good. Nice D from Dang. Lee outside. Kept alive. Diambo. No good with the tip. Hornets leading by 3. Clarkson dishes to Wiggins. Again, Wiggins missing.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Here's the screen. And it's Lee penetrating. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park. It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Here's Jokic. To end the run. Good. 6 points for him.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
On the wing, Wiggins shoots from the baseline, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. They get Luol Deng. The Hornets shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
That's a great job from the line this quarter.
Robin Lopez is checked in for Indiana. No good on the second free throw. Pacers trail by 4. Thanks to Gervin. Pass to Lopez. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
How about a look at the Pacers and where they ranked in the NBA last season? 8th in fewest turnovers per game. 16th in second chance points. And for team steals, a little bit to be desired there. Just made it to the top 20 in the league.
And in terms of turnovers, I think the good ball handling and smart passes were really a key. Not a gaudy ranking, but no question, being in that top 10 helped them offensively.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
Just absolute domination in this one for Harris. He's got 13 points, and he's hit 4 from beyond the arc. A weapon with those 3-point shots.
You said it. His long-range jumpers are having a deadly effect.
And Harris drops them both.
They didn't shoot it particularly well from the line in the first quarter. They're doing better right now.
Lee outside. Lopez sets a screen for Lee. It's tipped. And here's Richardson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Clarkson kicks to Wiggins. Baseline Jay on the way. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Deng.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Lopez a screen. Inside. Changes up. Rejected by Harris. Now Clarkson passes to Richardson. He dishes it to Harris. On the wing, Wiggins. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. 8 points for Andrew Wiggins.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here's Gervin. And it's Deng in the corner. Wiggins passes to Harris. Some nice passing here by Charlotte. On the wing, Wiggins. Covered by Gervin. And that one's good. Wiggins.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Thanks to Gervin. 1:05 left in the second quarter. It's hauled in by Richardson. Hornets leading by 8. Clarkson dishes to Nurkic. From deep, Richardson finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Now the feed to Gervin to stop the drought, and the layup is up and in. Gervin's got 4 points in the quarter.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Nurkic a screen on Lee. Clarkson passes to Nurkic. He got right to the cup using that screen. Nurkic has got the lead up to 11 now for the Hornets. Indiana's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Wiggins against Dang. He feeds it to Gervin. 5 on the clock. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Jusuf Nurkic. That's his first personal foul.
For Indiana, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. Harris, right side, puts it up from 12, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And so we wrap up the first half. Hornets lead by 10. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, thank you. Here with Frank Vogel. And, Coach, you've got to be pleased with that first half. The ball was moving. Your guys were sharing. Things were going well for you. What about it pleased you?
Yeah, the game is simple when you make the extra pass, when you play the right way. We start out playing this way. We got to continue it for 4 quarters.
Thank you, Frank. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Thanks for joining us. A pumped-up home crowd is our backdrop for this halftime analysis. What a game it's been for Tobias Harris. He had 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. He put last game's performance behind him, doing some nice work in the opening period tonight. Shaq, your thoughts on the Hornets?
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench, you know. I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench. As a matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
Kenny, what did you think about Indiana?
Well, they shot under 40% in the first half. There's your deficit. They missed some open looks, wide open. But overall, I thought the offense was stagnant. Look for their coach to draw up some specific plays to try to jumpstart them in the second half.
And that'll wrap up our halftime show. The third quarter set to go moments from now. We will be right back here after the game.
All right, Charlotte, now entering the court.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. You look at Tobias Harris, he has really been playing well.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
Pacers trail by 10. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Charlotte, they've got Wiggins. Shot is out there with Russell. Then it's Bargnani, and it's Malone in at the 5.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Lee against Russell. He kicks to Malone. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure. But unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
And with that, the Hornet lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Gervin. Charlotte's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Russell against Lee. Here is Russell. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Scott kicks to Malone. Lets it go from 14. And that one's good. And the Hornets lead by 8. Pacers shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. And stolen by Malone. Outside, Scott. Russell with a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
McHale with a screen on Scott. Winslow kicks to McHale. And it's Russell with the rebound. Russell's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Scott. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Russell against Lee. 13 feet away. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Malone's got his 3rd rebound tonight. The drive by Russell. Here's Scott. Off target from outside.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
Now, here's Scott. Justice Winslow missing his last shot. Scott dishes to Bargnani. Shot is off. Good D by Lee. Pacers trail by 10. McHale with a screen on Russell. The drive by Lee. Lee with another miss.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now here's McHale. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible, incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And from the line a season ago, 73%.
And that one falls for McHale.
So far in the game for McHale, he's got 11 points, and he's contributed 3 points from the line, too.
And those free throws add up, guys. That is extra offense.
Now here's Lee. Following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. Lee outside. The dish now to Doherty. Shoots it. The shot will not go. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. They set the pick. Outside, Russell wants to get it to Malone and does. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Robin Lopez is checked in for Brad Dorton. The Hornets have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. Free throw drops from Malone. Pacers trail by 10. Here's Gervin. 11 points in the game. Wasted no time on that one. Gervin's got 6 in the quarter.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Russell passes to Malone. Picked by Bargnani. Malone kicks to Russell. And the Hornets miss again.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Now here's Gervin after D'Angelo Russell's miss. 6 on the shot clock. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Byron Scott picks one up. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Hornets.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Good on the second free throw. Here is Russell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Malone outside. Picked by Bargnani. Malone against Lopez. Malone kicks to Russell. 5 to shoot. Baseline jumper. Connects. The jumper drops. Lee with the ball. 13 points in the game. Lopez a screen. Fires for 3. No good from Lee.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
That's good. And now it's an 11-point Hornets lead.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Lopez a screen. Gervin dishes to McHale. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
The Pacers have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact. The Pacers making a switch here. Biombo's checked in. The free throw off from Lopez. Hornets leading by 9. Here's Scott. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Scott's got 7.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Pass to Lee. The tray. Cannot hit. Nice D from Russell.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Scott the pass to Russell. Dishes it to Bargnani. It's rebounded by Indiana. Lee's got his 4th rebound in this one. The pass to Gervin. Now here's Winslow, covered by Wiggins. Winslow's to Gervin. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Let's take a look here at the stats for Scott. How he did last season. Last season put up about 9 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And I think he's got to be pretty pleased with his output. And you know he's always looking to push himself.
Yeah, you know, really solid numbers across the board here, Greg. I mean, he contributes in a multitude of ways for this club.
Bargnani. Here's Malone. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
I mean, he is just demoralizing his opponent right now on the backboard. They didn't want anything to do with him on that possession. Almost like they were just giving up on the play.
This will be his 4th shot at the line in this one.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
Pacers trail by 14. And it's Lee penetrating. Kicks it to Winslow. Out to the right wing. Biyombo, the pass to Jokic. Indiana again missing. The Hornets have gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Clarkson kicks to Harris. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
And here are the Pacers now. It's a 14-point game. Feeds to Biyombo. Screen by Lee. Winslow kicks to Dang. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
They get it back. Biyombo with the block. And now in transition is Lee. Here we go. Outside Dang. Pass to Biyombo. They set the pick. Clock at 6. That's a 2 from Lee. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL.
Here's Lee, following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. Lee outside. With the teardrop, and the layup is good. Lee's got 15 points.
That's a precision shot. You've got to be precise. No room for error on the floater.
Clarkson dishes to Harris. Passes it to Malone. Now here's Lee. 15 points in the game. With a step back, and that one hits back iron.
I think he's got to regroup and get himself together here. I mean, something's gone wrong with him this quarter. He's really fallen off.
Clarkson with the ball. Working on Lee, and that one good from Clarkson. 6 points for him.
Kevin, too easy. I mean, the defenders were sort of looking at each other like, whose man was he? And everybody thought somebody else was going to guard him, and nobody did.
Now, here's Biyombo. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Lee with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Wide open look. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Harris has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Wiggins. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
I love the killer instinct he shows right there, exploding to the rim to add to the lead.
Here's Jokic. He's covered by Malone. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Nurkic checked in for Malone. The Pacers also with a sub. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Biyombo. And it's the Hornets ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Clarkson with the ball. He's against Lee. Great D that time from Pekovic. And here's Winslow. Lee outside. He dishes it to Pekovic. Count it from 12.
2 points.
Pekovic has got his first points in this one.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
Now here's Richardson. There's a screen. And it's Harris off the drive. It's deflected. We've got 1:08 left here in the third quarter. Outside Dang. Let's go. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Hornets leading by 16. The feed now to Harris. Harris missing again.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Winslow with it, picked up by Harris. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
Yeah, big blunder there, and that could really cost him.
Yeah, and the timing of it was bad, too. I mean, they're trying to cut down and cut into the lead. Just a tough, bad break there.
And the Hornets making a change here. Bargnani's checked in, and a change for the Pacers. Doherty's checked in. Wiggins outside. Now, here's Clarkson. Tight defense on him. No good from Bargnani. Pacers trail by 16. Lee outside. He feeds it to Doherty. And he gets it to go. Doherty's got 7 points in the game.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Clarkson kicks to Harris. And here's Bargnani outside. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists tonight. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Hornets on top, leading by 17. 2K Sports back in a moment here at the Time Warner Cable Arena in Charlotte. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. On the court for Indiana, they've got Doherty, Deng out there with McHale. Then there's Gervin, and it's Lee in at the 1 spot. Now, here is Russell. That's good. Russell's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Charlotte.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Lee passes to McHale. Takes it from 10. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Here's Russell. Left side, Harris. Some solid defense there from McHale.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Charlotte leading by 15. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Here's Russell. And Luol Deng gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Hornets making a change here. Malone's checked in.
Moses Malone.
So it's the Hornets now. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. From the baseline. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Some outstanding numbers in this one for Malone. He has 9 rebounds, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
He can just change a game with his defense, and he's thrown off their rhythm completely the last several possessions.
Free throw drops for Malone. And both free throws good for Malone.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Now here's Lee. Nailed from three-point land.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
Hornets leading by 14. Outside, Russell, picked by Bargnani. shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. And the Hornets lead by 16. The Pacers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. McHale against Bargnani. McHale dishes to Lee. There's a screen by McHale. 6 on the shot clock. Again, the miss by Lee.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face. How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Russell kicks to Bargnani. Malone down low. McHale's there. Back to Scott. Lee against Russell. The shot. Again, Russell missing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Lee against Russell. Lee passes to McHale. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his 3rd personal foul. Shooting for Charlotte, Kevin McHale at the line for 2.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Wiggins is checked in for Charlotte. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Scott, powered down with both hands.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Pacers trail by 18. Doherty, the screen. Doherty with the screen on Russell. There's the dish to Gervin. He kicks it to Doherty. 5 to shoot. Indiana again missing. Charlotte leading by 18. Pass to Scott. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Scott's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Now here's McHale. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Byron Scott. That's his 4th personal foul. At the line, Kevin McHale taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for McHale. And McHale drops them both. So it's the Hornets now. Now Russell. Down low, Bargnani. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Dishes it to Doherty. Down low. That's good from Dang on the assist by Doherty. Dang's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Charlotte leading by 18. Russell dishes to Scott. Russell against Lee. High arcing shot, and Russell with the lay-in.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Now here's Lee. And it's Russell with the rebound. Russell's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Scott can't get it to go.
I like that creativity, double clutching and catch the defender on the way down. I can go for that.
Lee against Scott. Doherty with the screen on Scott. Clock at 6. Leaks to Gervin. Trying his luck deep. Hornets with the rebound. And yes, sir, that one drops. McHale's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Hornets leading by 18. Wiggins passes to Russell. Wiggins a screen on Lee. Russell dishes to Wiggins. Just 4 to shoot. Unloads. And the Hornets miss again.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Gervin outside. Doherty in the post. Defended by Bargnani. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
At the line, Kevin McHale, shooting 1.
And that one falls for McHale.
He's simply just willing himself to the line here.
For Charlotte, they've gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Again, Wiggins missing.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
There's Lee with the 3. Scott pulls it in. Scott's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Wiggins. Can't get it to go. So the Pacers will take it the other way. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Lee kicks to Dang. Doherty the screen. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And stolen by Scott. Russell high post. He's against Lee. Outside Russell. Wiggins from outside. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. 19 points for Andrew Wiggins.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now here's Gervin. Here's McHale. Indiana again missing.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Scott can't get it to go. Pacers trail by 18. Here's Gervin. Out left to the wing. Doherty the screen. Doherty with the screen on Russell. 6 to shoot. Malone with the steal. Lee against Russell. Malone with the screen. And Charlotte again with the bucket. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Dang against Wiggins. Dang passes to McHale. Back to Dang. It's Gervin on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from 14. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Gervin's got 9 points here in the second half. Hornets leading by 18. Outside, Russell. There's the pass to Bargnani. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
The Pacers making a switch here. Winslow's checked in.
Andrea Bargnani. Timeout charge to the Pacers. Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets Kings team.
And so here is Indiana. Lee outside. With some arc, no luck. Good work defensively by Malone. Left side, Scott. And Winslow pulls it down. Pacers trail by 21. Kicks it to Lee. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Here's Gervin, and it's sent back by Russell. There's 1:47 left in the fourth quarter. Looks for Bargnani, gets it to him. Good.
I don't think you can say enough about the quarter he's having. Every one of his attempts has gone down.
That's his third personal, the team's fourth.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Nurkic checked in for Malone. Joe Ingles comes in for Wiggins. Richardson, he's checked in for Scott. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Russell. Pacers have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%. Gervin a screen on Bargnani. There's Lee with the 3. Again, the miss by Lee. Hornets leading by 23.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Charlotte.
But, Steve, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment to
Well,
him.
you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And what should be an exciting 4-game season series between these two teams, they have to feel great about taking this first one tonight against the Pacers.
And while it's a team game, you can't win without guys showing up. And that was the case tonight for Russell. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Jokic, soft touch off the glass.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Clarkson with the ball. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Feeds it to Bargnani. Clarkson kicks to Bargnani. Pass to Ingles. Passes it to Clarkson. Off target. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire, and it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we send you now over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson again, folks, alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Time now to take a quick peek at our Jordan Player of the Game.
Well, just look at his assists. I mean, that tells the story for the game right there. He was seeing the court so well, always seemed to make the right decision. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
He put in some serious work on the glass, stayed aggressive, put that extra effort in, and chased down those long rebounds. Rebounding is so important for limiting those second chance points. He made a big impact tonight.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.